Alright, what's up you guys, this is Hero32100 here, and if you guys did not know, if you're looking at the video, the iPhone 5 came out. Well, not came out, it was announced. Today is September 12th, about 4/18. Where's 18? But basically what I'm here to talk to you about today is my thoughts owning an iPhone 4S. Calling up Siri here. How are you, Siri?
I'm happy to be alive.
Alright, yeah, because the iPhone 5 came out and I'm going to keep you instead of it. And I'm going to talk to you about why in this video. Sorry. Alright, so, why? Okay, so iPhone 5 is kind of like when the iPhone 4S came out and you had an iPhone 4. Should you upgrade? Well, that's kind of what I'm going to talk to you about in this video, and I'm sorry I have my wide angle lens on, so it kind of looks kind of curvy. So I'm sorry about that. But anyway, let's begin. So the iPhone 5 came out. I already saw the little video, and I've seen a lot of rumors and heard about a lot of rumors and a bunch of those little fake see-through phones and a bunch of garbage, and the iPhone looks like it's kind of curving right now. I'm sorry about that. But anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so the iPhone 5. Okay, so all new design. Let me just kind of recap if you already saw the video, or just recap totally. iPhone 5, okay, thinner, lighter, whatever. It got like a couple millimeters thinner, slightly lighter. Problems with that. I'm not gonna bash it because I actually do want it. It looks nice, whatever. Problems with that. I had the iPod Touch 4th generation. I took some videos on it, and I've used it for a while and stuff. And I think that it was just too thin. I thought it was too thin because I was holding it and I couldn't really get a grip on it, and I don't know, it was too thin and it kind of got annoying just holding it too thin. And I don't know, if you pick up an iPod Touch 4th generation, I know there's a 5th generation, I already got it up on that, and I guess it looks nice, I like the whole color, but it was just too thin for me. I don't know about you guys, it's just too thin to hold, to take videos for a long time. I usually take videos for 30 minutes and then edit them for like school and stuff. That's what I used for a project. Didn't end up working, so I use this camera that you see right now. But again, the wide angle lens kind of bends and warps things. You can see my MacBook looks like a ball right now. Okay, so let's look at the comparisons. So iPhone 4S on this side, and the iPhone 5. So let's zoom in here. Okay, so let's see what's different. Okay, let's start off with the chips, the internal processors. The A5 and the A6. There's one in between called the A5X that kind of got a little annoying. So the iPad, let's start off with the iPad. The iPad 2 came out with the A5 processor. Then the iPhone 4S came out with the A5 processor. Then the new iPad, the iPad 3rd generation, the iPad 3, whatever you want to call it, came out with the A5 X processor. Then the iPhone 5 comes out with the A6 processor. So there must be something even more powerful on why they didn't just stay to the A5X and instead of making an A6. And it kind of annoys me, let me just go a little bit off topic here, how it has an A6 processor, but if I go to the iPod Touch, and go to tech specs, the processor inside, let me see if I can find it here. I'm not sure if I can, but I think it has an A5 still. I'm not really sure. Let me see if I can see the whole things here. Tech specs, nope. I saw something about an A5. Sorry if I can't find it right away, but yeah, it said it had an A5 on it, so whatever. Let me see, anything new? Where's the processor? There was a processor on, oh, right here. Dual core A5 chip, power meets play. So right there, it still has an A5, while the iPhone 5 has an A6. So kind of weird how they didn't just give it an A5X like on the new iPad, but whatever. So let's continue. Carriers: AT&T, Sprint, Verizon. Why not T-Mobile? I would really like T-Mobile. Probably because I wouldn't buy it, but whatever. Okay, so color comes in black and slate. They're double color. If you don't notice, like that's glass and then that's matte or whatever. kind of thing it is. Then the iPhone 4S black and white. I kind of like that more, the black and white versus dual color. Height, again, taller screen, same across. Okay, 4-inch diagonal retina display, 3.5-inch diagonal retina display. 1136 by 640 resolution, and then there's 960 by 640 resolution. But the PPI, the pixels per inch, 326 still, so it's still retina display. Although I would really like to see if Apple could go even higher than that, to a point where we can't even see the pixels if we tried. I mean, not with magnifying glass, but if we put our like eye up pretty close to the screen to see if we would even see them. Continuing on, this is the part that kind of bothered me. Cellular and wireless. I see on here it says GSM model and then CDMA model. I really hope they don't go into the thing where they make a GSM and CDMA model both. I wish they would just, I don't know much about it, but I just hope they stay world phone, like the 4S, where you can have a SIM card or be assigned to a CDMA network by the internals. But then it gets to this. Nano SIM and micro SIM. On a micro SIM card, which is right here, if it's inside here, if you get like a earring thing or a small paper clip, it will allow you to get inside there and take out your micro SIM card. The micro SIM card is just an actual SIM card, let's say it's about this big, and you cut out the pins where it's just the data that has your phone number and most valuable data on it. And that's all it is. The rest is just a plastic casing to hold it in place. I'm not really sure about a nano SIM, but I think they're doing that, one, so you don't go running over to T-Mobile, because T-Mobile does not make nano SIMs. They will probably never make nano SIMs because they don't host the iPhone. The iPhone's probably like the first, or one of the first phones to use the nano SIM. Why the nano SIM? Why not micro SIM? Why not SIM card? Well, nano SIM is just important data. All it has is one, your identification number, like your EDID or something like that. Your just main number, your phone number, and your personal information, just like the most important relevant things that it needs. A SIM card has a bunch of information that probably is not even needed to save contacts to it and stuff. But the iPhone doesn't need to save contacts or pictures or whatever to it. Because all it is just to get your phone number and information, because everything else is saved onto the phone or onto iCloud. Okay, so Siri, you get Siri, the new Siri and everything. Now the camera, 8 megapixel. It says autofocus, tap to focus, LED flash, backside illumination sensor, 5-element lens, face detection, hybrid IR filter, f2.4 stop or 2.4 stopping aperture, panorama. The iPhone 4 kind of just lags behind there. With its original stuff. Alright, so now we get to the FaceTime camera. 1.2 megapixel photos, FaceTime camera, front facing, which is this one if you didn't know. That's the FaceTime camera. That is the iSight camera. So 1.2 megapixel photos and 720p HD video. Kind of some problems with this. One, I kind of like the VGA kind of thing, and I'll tell you why. One, because this camera is a VGA. And let me tell you what happened. So I was on FaceTime, which is that little thingy down there. There's FaceTime. Alright, so I was on FaceTime, and my friend just got a new MacBook Pro, not the Retina display, but the MacBook Pro that came out with the HD lens. And I tried FaceTiming with him, and he would always freeze up. He has a faster internet connection than me, and I have a regular internet connection, and it's because the HD camera takes up more bandwidth. So, I mean, good and bad thing. One, more bandwidth, but two, you'll look a little better. And unless you don't want the freezing. Backside illumination sensor. That means that your video, which is the ambient light sensor on the front, it'll look more clear because of the auto lighting. FaceTime, iPhone 5 to any FaceTime enabled device over Wi-Fi or cellular. FaceTime 4S to any enabled Wi-Fi over Wi-Fi or cellular, sorry. And then iPhone 4, any FaceTime enabled device over Wi-Fi. They did not add cellular because they cannot do LTE. I think the iPhone 4S is close enough to that HSPA Plus or whatever they call it, so it can do the cellular thing. Now the big thing for me, at least here, the big change, is video recording. 30 frames per second still. I really hope that I was really hoping that they came out with HDR video recording, which would have been really nice, especially for YouTube, so you guys could see everything clear. Also, tap to focus while recording, and LED light. Improved video stabilization, take still photos while recording video. and face detection. So those 2 new ones at the bottom, or 3 new ones: improved video stabilization, take still photos while recording video, and face detection. Let me kind of explain. Okay, so here is the actual, hopefully it won't like do a whole weird thing with it, but basically here's what the original iPhone thing looks like. So here we are. Hopefully I get a good focus. Here's your button so you can see what things you've taken. Here's your LED light. You can turn it on. As you can see there, it's on. Then it's turned off. Here is your record button, and there is to switch between photo and video. So first one is improved video stabilization. As you can see there, it's taking up a certain amount of screen, right? Well, let me just do a better base test so you guys okay. So it's taking up a considerable amount of space. Now I push the button one more time, and it looks like it's zoomed in, right? That's what I don't like. One, because, I mean, it's useful in some things, but improved video stabilization, essentially what it is it zooms in into your video just slightly, or in this case it's actually a lot for me. So when you go like this, it doesn't feel like some hardcore shaking. And I hope they improved it, whatever. Also, take still photos while recording video. As I was saying, you get into the app. I would think that instead of that record button, you would have a record button, and while you were recording, it would have the picture button right there. So, whatever. Continuing on, face detection. I really don't need face detection. I use HD or DSLR cameras for video, and I'm really used to just tap to focus, or I'm really used to focusing myself or tap to focus on the iPhone. Next, you get the Apple EarPods with remote and mic. I kind of don't like the earbuds or earpods, even if they're good or not. I'm really just an over-the-ear guy, because of my DJ equipment, mostly. It just sounds better to me. Alright, next connector, Lightning and 30-pin. There's going to be a battle. Not really a battle, but basically, Lightning is digital, 30-pin is not analog, it's still digital, just more electrical. Lightning has more control with the iPhone, and how can I explain it? The iPhone has in and out, so the iPhone can say, okay, I want this to happen, this to happen, this to happen. On the 30-pin, it has to retrieve it from the computer. Now the Wi-Fi sync came out, so it doesn't really have to do that. But Lightning essentially should charge the iPhone faster, because now it has broken the limits of the USB. Because now they say that we're going to be able, I don't have Thunderbolt, but that little mini display port is essentially Thunderbolt, and so is USB. They're going to be compatible with it. So maybe we're going to see faster charging speeds, or better, obviously better movement of music and video from the Mac or from computer to iPhone. Next, the battery life. I really hope that they learned their lesson with the iPad 3 or the new iPad, whatever you want to call it, and have fixed battery life issues. Also with the 4S, when it came out, there was a software update that would fix all the slower battery life. Now, what do we get here? So the iPhone 4S is currently being sold at a 16GB config. My iPhone 4S right here, if I can get it up, usage, it is a 32GB model. You can see there's 27 gigs, whatever. Okay, so this one's being sold in 16, 32, and 64. I really wish that they would pull up their lineup to like 32, 64, 128, even though 128 is a lot. But yeah, that's kind of wrapping up my thoughts on it. Also, what I really think is kind of cool is this whole iPod Touch kind of new look. I was kind of just used to the whole mirror backing, but basically that's the iSight camera. Microphone on the back, I think it's the ambient one, then LED flash, and then the Wi-Fi bar, if you guys didn't know what that was. I really don't know how this works. This is a little strap that you put on. If I can find a picture of it. This little strap. They come in different colors or whatever you buy them with, and hopefully they look better or something. What kind of earphones are those? Oh, they're the EarPods. Whatever. But other than that, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hugo 33100 here. I honestly think if you have a 4S, don't upgrade, because you still have a nice thing. It's still going to last you a very long time, about 3 years into the market. If you have a 3GS, I would obviously upgrade. Get it from AT&T if you probably never got an upgrade before. If you have a 4, this might be for you, but again, if you want to stick to your 4 until it becomes like the 3rd generation kind of thing, where usually Apple only keeps 3 things. It keeps right now it's a 3GS, 4, 4S, and the 5, and they're slowly getting rid of the 3GS because it's kind of dying. So if you're on the 4, I would kind of upgrade. If you are on the 3GS, I would upgrade, but whatever fits your needs, whatever you need. But again, Hugo33100 here. Thank you guys for watching. It means a lot. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. And again, thank you for watching my video. I hope I could explain stuff to you. Comment on what you thought about my thoughts and opinions. But other than that, again, thank you guys for watching. Hugo33100 here. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos.